What's up, everybody? We are back. John Della Rose here, the leading Hispanic voice in science fiction. Gosh, we have so many negative articles all the time. I try to avoid it, but it's obvious what gets clicks, and you can see it. You can see it on the channel every time. I'll pull it up just so we can have some fun here. This is what the YouTube audience wants, and yes, this is who I follow on YouTube, so enjoy that. But you look, I got a nice review of the Epic Collection. It gets 37 views. I get Patreon in huge legal trouble. Huge views is giant views, right? Daredevil Epic Collection. Well, there's more people interested in Daredevil than Star Wars, but still not to the hundreds, right? Tom King does the right thing. Well, that got that doing the right thing is a little more positive sounding than in huge legal trouble. So look at the disparity in views. It got over the 100 mark, but there you go. The truth about Gail Simone's Dynamite XA. So everybody's looking for a attack on Gail Simone here, which I didn't do, by the way. And pretty good views. Jay Lee destroys. See, you get the negative, and it's up to 400 views again. So this is how it works, right? You get the negative content going and people click on it. And it's really sad because the whole point is really that we want to start a cultural revolution and really change and transform the industry and do different things. But we're doing a lot on the back ends too. And if you don't follow me regularly, you might think, I'm just doing this and this is my only marketing. I've got Twitter and this, and I do a few things a day, try to get as many impressions as I can. And that's what a lot of the comic guys do that you see. I mean, they spend all their time on YouTube. But I'm a very back-end analytics type of guy. I've got affiliate links and things like that where I track what people are clicking on. I've got a newsletter that I've got set up that goes like clockwork that you can get on my website, delarose.com. Never miss anything. I've got Amazon ads running where I've got huge data about that, and I track all that stuff. So I'm a big marketing guy that does a lot of back end stuff, and that's why I sell thousands of books, even though people go, well, gosh, your crowdfund isn't as exciting as Ethan Van Sciver's, who's got $1 million. Wow. Well, you know what? I'm making steady money on Amazon. Nobody knows who I am. It's not a personality driven thing. It's just based on the work, and that's actually what I try to promote the most. All right. So we have run a little experiment. I always tell people that it's 7 points of contact before you can really get a sale. And that's important. So you really need to develop a network around you. And this is where Van Sciver does very well, of people who are going to promote your book for you. And this is important because if you just keep on talking about your book, I can sit here and talk to you about my book for hours, and you're probably not going to buy it just because you're going to be like, oh, it's another marketing spiel. By the way, buy my book. It's The Cosmic Warrior, and it's a great comic. I've got two issues out right now. Basically, just on you, I'm trying to raise money to do the 3rd issue and close out this storyline. And people are saying it's really great work, and you should check that out. Anyway, enough of the aside. But social proof is everything. So if you've got 6, 7 different people coming at different angles and saying, buy this book, and they're not you, when people see that and it all ends up on their feed, they need to see it about 7 times on average to really make the decision that this is something I've been thinking about and I really need to check this out. And that's what gets them to click the link. So the 7 points of contact thing is very real. And so we formed a group among the sci-fi authors crowd, which is a different audience than the comic group. And of course, I can go off on comic Twitter and how it's not all that useful for days, but the sci-fi author community is a much better community. And we got a great group who has been attempting to do this 7 points of contact this week. And this is why I pulled up my Twitter right away for JD Cohen's new book, JD Cohen. Sorry if I pronounced your name wrong, JD. All right. And he's got a new book called The Pulp Mindset. And obviously this is something I also hammer upon, which is trying to do new publishing, publish yourself, keep getting content out there. And he's written a book on basically this is the how-to do this, because a lot of people are still stuck in the old ways of attempting to make their books and comics and all that in a manner that people have been doing it for the last 20, 30, 40 years. And the internet's changed so much, so there's no reason to do that. So JD actually took this. I was considering writing this book, and he wrote it before me. This is also another pulp thing. Get out first. So he did it first. He beat me to the punch. So I guess I don't need to do this anymore. But and he crushed it. And here we go. He's got a number one new release in two different categories. And so this is a great new release for him. It's doing better than a lot of his other stuff, from what I understand. And there's a reason for it. And that's, we all got together and decided to do this 7 points of contact promotion. I decided to use my Twitter, because it's a larger Twitter, to retweet the other people's posts about this book. And so several different people made posts about JD's book, made blog posts, made their own Twitter posts about how great this book is and how it's going to be revolutionary and all that. And when it came across everybody's feed, everyone bought it. And that's exactly what happened here. So it worked. When you do form a group, and most, by the way, most of the people involved in this has very small followings. I'm talking a couple hundred followers on Twitter, not big followings, not huge million plus YouTube channels or anything like that. It was just normal people doing this. And it brought this book to a number one bestseller in two different categories just quickly. And that's the power of community. So I want to highlight this at the end of the month because, again, we need more positive content. This is a big positive story. JD's Pulp Mindset is crushing it. And it's because of this community coming together and doing this. And we can do this all the time. And that's why I do nearly weekly videos highlighting something good that I love, hoping that you'll find it, that you'll talk about it too. And I try to challenge people to go out and post the links for other people's books. I hope you'll do this for JD also today, because this is going to be our cause of the week. Go out and just post this to your social media. Talk about how this is a neat publishing primer to get people going in the modern age of self-publishing and the modern age of the internet, and see what it does for JD's book. You watch, you have more power than you think you do. And that is awesome. So congratulations to JD. Very excited for you. I'm stoked that you got this bestseller, and I'm very happy that this is doing well. This is good content that people need, and people really, really should get with the game of the new pub Pulp Mindset. All right, guys, have a great day. Check out JD's book, and of course, check out my comics too. Cosmic Warrior waiting for you. This is the best comic out in 2020, guaranteed. And we will see you soon.